morning, y'all. A little video from Ichetucknee Creek Kennels, Ichetucknee Outfitters. Haven't made any videos here lately. I've got a ton of footage I'm gonna put together. I went and bought a few hounds, a few walkers for deer dogs, and took them down at a big scrub for about a month, along with 5 or 6 other dogs I was training for other people. Unfortunately, they didn't make the cut. I paid pretty decent money for them, so I felt kind of fooled by that. But I guess that's what you get, you know, buying dogs from other people. And you know, that's honestly one of the biggest reasons I started raising and training hounds myself. You know, it's hard for me to buy a hound from anybody else that's been trained. It seems like people don't take the time to really handle them. They think that if they can get a dog to run a deer or coon or whatever it is that they're after, that dog is just jam up. You know, oh well, I've killed 4 coons with him tonight, and well, that don't mean he's not a shit eater. You know, there's a lot more to a hound than just the actual pursuit of what you're looking for. If I can't call the dog to me, then what the hell is he worth? You know, yeah, I could turn him loose. He might run a deer slap to death, but it might take me 3 days to catch him. You know, so that's one of those things. You know, and here at Ichetucknee, we teach them to recall, we tone train them. You know, we do things that most people don't. We even work on food aggression. You know, when I feed these hounds, I expect them to be as well-mannered as my youngins. I don't allow nobody to growl, bark, fight. That is just not going to happen here. We ain't putting up with it. That's the reason they make a garment. You know, ever since the shot callers come out, it has changed the game for most dog hunters. Putting your hands on a dog is the worst thing you can do. They get into a fight, that's the only time you should ever put your hands onto a dog, is if you've really just got to get in there and park 2 of them from killing each other. Other than that, putting your hands on is the worst thing you can do, because you're making them scared of you. You don't want to make them scared of you. You want them scared of whatever it is they're doing, and that's what that shot caller is going to do. It's going to make them scared of it. So I had to get rid of the hounds that I bought. I still have 3 of those 6 in the kennels, and they will be going back to their owners this weekend. And then I've got a walker and 2 beagles to pick up that I'm going to start working with. And I was thinking about doing a little bit of a deal or something on rabbit dogs for this spring, maybe like half off, or pay for one and get the second train for free, something like that, you know, and have a little room this spring. I just went and bought a whole another batch of rabbits to train dogs with, so I got plenty of rabbits, and things are going pretty good. I'm got to get out and run my coon dogs. I've been so steady running them deer dogs. It's been hard. Now, I did go get the chance to go out of town and took my coon dogs to go run some bear, and that was really nice. That was nice. Really the first time I got to put them after some bears, and they did a really good job. Where we were at, the bears don't like the tree a whole lot. They'd much rather run if they can. Big old long lanky bears, and but they give them a good run, and they made me proud, so I was happy with that. But so after I had to get rid of the walkers, I'm kind of back to square one on my deer dogs. I ended up selling a few dogs, so I've kind of knocked down a few numbers so I could get some more. I'm swapping a few things out. I think I might get rid of all my tree and walkers. So, because I've got like 20 head in the pens, or just under 20 head now, and I'm trying to get to where I don't have but about 5 or 10. You know, I'd like to have less than 10. That would be nice. But it's hard, because when it comes to training dogs, if somebody sends me a bear dog, I've got to have a dog that'll run and retrieve a bear and do what it needs to do in order to train the other dog to run that bear, for the most part. Same thing with a coon or a deer, rabbit, whatever. Well, I've got 3 rabbit dogs. I've got a gyp that I'm going to give to a young man that's trying to get started, and I'm going to replace her. So I am in the market for another beagle gyp, preferably a puppy, but looking for some really good blood. It's got to be real good blood, and you know, that's my little beagle pack. As for my coon and bear dogs, I've got 2 tree and walker gyps, a tree and walker male. I have a red bone female and a blue tick female. Now I also have a blue tick puppy we got about a month or so back, and she's doing pretty good. I just been letting her grow. I ain't messed with her a whole lot. I've let her out in the yard and where she's seen a rabbit, and she's, you know, tried chasing them rabbits and stuff like that. So she's got a lot of interest in hunting. I don't believe she'll be hard to start, but it won't be long, and we'll be putting her with some rabbits and some rabbit dogs, and we'll be getting her started. So once I get her started running a rabbit, we'll take her off of rabbits, and we'll immediately show her a coon, let her tree one in a cage, and then we'll start turning them loose and showing her what that's about. So I'll give you a progress report on her. I haven't made very many videos of her yet or anything. I've kind of kept her on the low, but we're going to introduce her here soon, so as a new member of the pack. But like I said, I have a male tree and walker and 2 females. I mainly use the females as brood gyps. They all great tree dogs. They get a little age on them, so I think I'm going to move them out of the kennel and move towards my blue ticks for my coon and bear dogs. My blue ticks are far, far more intelligent. Intelligence is what I look for in a dog. I don't care. You can sit here and bring me a dog. I've had people bring me dogs that'll run the shit out of a deer. Somebody's got a lot of drive on him, but ain't got no intelligence. You know, I mean, you could take a piece of take a piece of food that'll sink, drop it at the bottom of a bowl, and he'll drown himself trying to eat it. I mean, it's just ignorance instead of knocking the bowl over, and it's the biggest thing I look for in hounds. And there's a lot of people that brag about their hounds, and I go look at them, or I'll go buy one and this and that, and I look and I think, this dog ain't got no intelligence to him. He dumber than a box of rocks. And 99% of it is walkers. I've grown up running walkers. I've had more walkers than 99% of people can count. I've literally had over 100 walker dogs guaranteed in my lifetime. And I can tell you, I've had some bad mamma jammas, and I've seen some bad ones too, you know. But when you're working off of a percentage, you know, it's just, they don't have the intelligence, you know. They have drive. They've got good drive to them. But anyway, that's on the side note. So we're working on some things at the farm. I'm going to get some footage to you. I wanted to put out a little bit of an update video, kind of BS with you, and let y'all know what's going on. I'll get out some of those videos of me running dogs in the big scrub. It's just a lot of running. I run a lot of rabbits and a lot of fox down there. We go down there and run fox with our deer dogs in the off season. So that way we can keep them freshened up and everything else. It just gives us somewhere else to run, somewhere else to go. Almost 500,000 acres of nothingness other than assholes on ATVs. So other than that, you know, that's all we have to worry about. But this is ichetucknee Outfitters. We're going to check out for today. I'll be back with another video soon, and hopefully